All right, so let's flip the script and talk about our next topic, overrated versus underrated. This is where Cognac and I go head to head, comparing players and teams to debate who is getting way too much hype and who's not getting enough love. All right, number one, Mike McCarthy.
To 99.9% of America, other than Jerry Jones, this guy is overrated.
Overrated. And the Cowboys, honestly, they haven't, the past few years, they haven't been bad. They just like fumble the bag the first round of the playoffs. They have a pretty good season record, right? But it's like they're cursed. They make it to the playoffs and then they fumble the bag. Like last year, their record wasn't that bad.
Talent to coaching to it's a ratio. Like you got Parsons, Dak, CD, you got names, man. We supposed to be pushing. Like first round playoffs, it's supposed to be a 48-7 game. It's a breeze. Like we do this. Like that speaks to you, Mr. McCarthy.
But I feel like it's been every coach then, because the Cowboys have always been like this. How could it just be his fault? It has to be every other coach that was there before he was.
I mean, it's an organizational thing, after they won all the rings with Jimmy Johnson and all that, maybe everybody got the big head and ain't nobody won that since the 90s. Like, I just say right now, and this time, it's your fault, sir, because I don't know. It's like you just know Jerry got your back. But look at the way he did Jason Garrett. He had Jason Garrett back. So, you got the coach, you got owner stability. Like, you ain't got no Reddick on that's just going to be like, you're out, buddy. So, I don't know. Maybe he's too comfortable in this spot. Maybe he thinks that the injuries that he had this year was really significant, which they was kind of sort of. But I don't know. I feel like, I tell you like this. Look at Sean McVay in LA, the Rams. Injuries happen, but he still got his team in the hunt to take the division, not just the playoffs. The division. So, with injuries, Cooper Kupp goes down, Puka Nua goes down. He still found a way to fall. The Cowboys have given up. Not to say they've given up, but I tell that back. Not to say given up, just they're not playing hard for you, sir. McVay still has control of the locker room. You're slipping.
Yeah, because it's basically the same team minus a couple people from last year. So why is there a significant difference?
When you got Dak on that sideline and they catch him saying we effing suck,
right?
That means, dog, your star quarterback has just said, dog, we suck. He on a and they just signed him. He on the contract.
And it's like, what happened?
Again, it could be injuries. But I feel like
they came out the gate being bad.
It's no excuse. Like even with my Jaguars and Doug Peterson, that's no excuse. You're paid to coach, sir. So injuries can pile up, whatever. Sean Payton, that personnel man, he's the perfect person to say. Sean Payton for years fought the Saints after injuries and all. And the next man up, he'll devise a game plan, and then it go down from there. So he overrated.
I agree. All right, Denver Broncos.
Speaking of Sean Payton, man, they underrated, man. People got them messed up. That defense is built for Mahomes. Like, when you got Mahomes in your division, your team is built this different way, like defensively. With a rookie quarterback like Bo Nix and Sean Payton just putting the pieces together. He got people coming out, people coming in. We're using 6 different backs. The receiver might run it. Just, he's piecing together offense with a steel-toe defense.
Mm-hmm.
People don't see that value. That's a good value.
I agree.
If they get into the playoffs, they'll be sneaky because you got a Super Bowl winning coach in Sean Payton. You got somebody who's been here before, not just off of sheer luck and talent. You got somebody that's been here before. Like, I know how to call a game. I know what I have. I know I have a rookie quarterback. I also know I have a 6'4" receiver and a bunch of running backs.
Yeah. And what I really like about Bo Nix is that I feel like even though he was in college last year, he still had a long college stint. I feel like that makes him well seasoned. Like he's built for this. He's meant for this. He's not a rookie. I mean, he is a rookie quarterback, but he's not a rookie quarterback in my eyes because he's been playing for so long at a high level.
He's played for a lot of conference. He started off in the SEC in Auburn. Then he goes here. Then he goes there. He's got a few. He's got a few different styles of play. So he's transcontinental, just to say.
Yeah. And Pat Surtain II was named the AFC's Defensive Player of the Month for November. It says, according to Next Gen stats, in 140 coverage snaps over the month, and he allowed 9 receptions for 55 yards, and he leads the league overall this season in fewest passing yards allowed in coverage.
That defense, I'm telling you, that defense is built. Like, it's built. It's I ain't gonna say it's a championship caliber defense, but it's looking like a championship caliber defense. It's ready. Just as long as they're not out there all the time, and Sean Payton is doing a pretty good job of it. So I feel like they're underrated. People better watch out. You never know how the rest of the season can play out.
Right, because I mean, last season they didn't do well. And was Russell Wilson sitting out, or did he actually play? Like, what was the deal with that?
It wasn't pretty with Russ back there. It wasn't pretty with Russ and Sean Payton's system. So it was, let's cut our losses.
Yeah. All right, next we got LeBron James.
Bron.
I will never say he's overrated. That is my guy. Has been for a very long time. I don't care what nobody say. He will never be underrated. However, he is in his 21st, 22nd year of playing. Give him some minute restrictions. Why is he playing so much? I get it.
Bron.
I know he's LeBron James. However, we need to protect our most valuable player. He doesn't need to play all the time.
How do you protect Captain America?
Well, for one, okay, when you play him so much, he's getting tired. When they played the Timberwolves on Monday, they lost by 29 points.
Did you see what just happened just last night?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. See, he was 0 for 4 from the 3. And 4 for 16. Some airballing, missing shots. That is unacceptable. So let's go to the game yesterday, which should not have happened. That was a 40-point loss, I think. And that makes me so mad because it's the Heat. Who are they? I mean, they're a good team, but who are they? Come on now. They're not Boston. They're not Denver. They're not the Heat.
You can't. I mean, Jimmy and Bam is. They're decent. They're not consistent, but they're a decent duo. However, this same team in the finals, minus a few pieces. They played them in the bubble. The one with the asterisk. They played them in the bubble for the finals, and again, AD dominated Bam. I feel like that was just a team effort, but I feel like Bron underrated. But I've grown to like Bron over time. Like when Bron first came in, I'm like, all he can do is dunk. That was my thing. All he could do is dunk, but just to see somebody take care of their body, how he is now, and it's still hard to stop him. He almost 40. And you got to see it. Like if Bron, okay, with so much, what's the word I'm looking for? With so much voice that the players got, like now, Embiid and Kawhi talking about we ain't playing when we don't want to play. And they got Bron playing these minutes. Is it the Bron or the organization?
It's definitely
because Bron is a competitor.
Yeah.
Bron might want to be out there. All the minutes that he's out there, I'm quite sure Bron wants to be out there. Bron ain't want to be out there, and Bron want to be out there. That's just my outtake on it.
I mean, it makes sense.
I just say JJ Redick needs to maybe as a coach get Bron to take more shots inside. Everybody want to be Curry. Not saying he want to be, but everybody wants to take. The game is the long ball now. Bron, get to what you do. Get inside. Cause two to come over, and I kick. You got shooters now. You got Dalton Connect, who's lights out. Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell will hit something. You don't have to just keep your game isolated right now. Like isolated in the 3-ball or the jump shot. Get it to, get back to old Bron. Get back inside the paint, dominate, and then dish. Right. But outside of that, I still feel like he's underrated, man. That man fought out here. Look what he doing.
Right. And last night he didn't have a bad game. He had 29 points, but now he probably won't be able to play tomorrow because of right knee soreness. And that's only my thing about restricting his minutes, because that's just going to cause for injury. Just the other day, Jason Tatum and Drew Holiday were both out. They weren't playing. There's no injuries. It's just
load management.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody say nothing like Embiid. I'm just not playing.
Exactly. They know what they're doing. They know what to say and what not to say and how to handle it.
So, all that other, I don't know what's going on, but Bron is underrated.
Trevor Lawrence.
That guy for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it.
Go and say it.
He's overrated.
Yeah.
He's overrated. The reason being, I like the skill set that he has and everything. Jacksonville has been known to kill a player career, so sorry, Trevor. It just might happen to you. But it's more like, I can't say, and like I said about injuries and stuff earlier, you can't say nothing about that. Like, look at Josh Allen. They took 1 and 2 from him, Diggs and Gabe Davis. He still finds a way to prepare to win. Lamar doesn't have really like number one receivers for the longest. He just finds a way to win. It's him and tight ends, Andrews likely, and Zay Flowers and them every once and again. Mahomes, everybody went down. Pacheco, Kelsey's old. Rashee Rice. We had to go get D-Hop from somewhere else. But until he was throwing interceptions and everything. But the thing was, he was still finding a way to win. Trevor, you have not done that for my city. So you're overrated. Like, the great ones find a way. No matter who they don't have, what they have, the great ones find a way.
Yeah, Mr. Sunshine. Find a way. It might have to be next season, because I think you're done for the season. It's not your fault, but
I don't know. I mean, you are the one backed up on the center. I mean, it's not your fault as it's a team collective, but just the reason why I feel like you're overrated is you. Like, maybe you're playing within yourself. Maybe you have an identity crisis. I don't know. I mean, I'm not you, so I'm not him. So I can't say. I'm just saying more of next year, come in with an empty mind, play the game that you love, and I think the results will follow.
Yeah. All right. Next on our list is Detroit Pistons, who are not the worst league in the NBA as of right now.
They underrated.
I feel like they have a good team this season.
Mess around, because they like 9 and 15, 10 and 15. Mess around, they can catch a 5-game streak. Depending on how the schedule's set up, who's in, who's out, they can catch a 5-game streak. And then when it comes down to the end of the season, they could be that, that 9th seed that's trying to fight for that 8th playoff spot. Like, don't let them linger around. They're young. They're learning each other. And this was since last year. Now they got some new pieces, Might be some pieces be shut out by trade deadline. Who knows? But don't let them linger. Like, a lot of teams you know, in the East, like if you're trying to make it, you can't let them linger around because they linger around. Like even in games, I saw it. Like you let them linger around. Then you got veterans like Tobias Harris who just I'm gonna take it upon myself, and you know I take this shot, bang, now it's down. Now you're losing. You know, like you know, don't let them linger around. And that's just even in the standings. They're underrated because Cade Cunningham is nice. He's a nice prospect. Jaden Ivey is a dog. Like he gets half on both ends of the court. Duran, he's a decent center. Like he's learning the game. Like you could tell. And then with little veteran pieces like a Hardaway here or Tobias Harris there, that's gonna be crucial.
Beasley.
Yeah, Malik Beasley. Like it's some pieces down there that's like if need be, we can ride him to score. Like if he's hot, Tobias Harris, Malik Beasley, and Tim Hardaway, them three hands, if they hot, we found our scorer for the night.
Yep.
Everybody just play defense and they're capable of it. They're young. You know, they're young and energetic right now. So let them linger around if you want to. That underrated team there might just be our AC.
Yeah. And then I think the coach this year was the coach from the Cavs last year, right?
Really? So who's the coach this year? Is it?
It's like starts with a B. Last name.
Let's see here. Yeah, Bickerstaff, JB Bickerstaff. It's pretty decent. Yeah, he was at the Cavs. He was at the Cavs 1 years ago. It's a good one.
Yeah, definitely underrated.